So the episode starts off, Elena is bringing Alaric some food to his apartment because he has been on lockdown. Damon is there. Elena wants to get into the apartment. Damon won't let him. Damon quickly tells her to leave. Then as Elena leaves, we enter Alaric's apartment, and then we realize that Damon and Stefan have asked for Alaric's help in creating the weapons that could kill the originals. As they're finishing, Alaric tells them that he wants to turn himself in to Sarah Forbes. Stefan and Damon don't want him to do that. Bonnie's treatment is obviously working on him, and he hasn't done anything terrible to any of the council members or anybody in general, so there's really no point in him turning himself in. And at the same time, Damon gives Alaric back his ring. Alaric doesn't want to wear it, and Damon's like, well, you're going to fight, so you're going to kill some originals. You know, you need this to protect yourself. Klaus has located Finn, and he's trying to convince him into helping him break the binding curse. Finn doesn't want to help him. Esther is off trying to find some other way to end her family, and he said he will gladly sacrifice himself again in order to have that happen. So Stefan and Damon ask Elena, Caroline, and Matt to meet them in the woods, and that's when Damon and Stefan let them in on their plan to kill the originals and then show them the white oak tree weapons that they have created in order to do this. In the meantime, Klaus and Rebecca have kidnapped Finn and taken him back to Klaus's mansion, I'm assuming. They reunite Sage and Finn. My first thought when I saw Sage, I immediately think she's been compelled by either Klaus or Rebecca to convince Finn to remain alive and not kill himself and not kill off everybody. In fact, she would have done that already without even being compelled. While two 900-year-old lovebirds are canoodling over in the background, Rebecca tells Klaus that she has some unfinished business with Damon Salvatore because, as we all know, last episode Damon used her in order to get information from her about the white oak tree and everything. So she's very pissed off, to say the least. She goes off to the Salvatore house and kidnaps Damon and thus begins torturing him. And at the same time this is happening, we discover where Bonnie is. That Klaus has asked Bonnie to help him in breaking the binding spell. She doesn't want to help him. Klaus, of course, threatens. Cole has been watching Jeremy for many days now, and if you don't help me, Jeremy will be killed. And he then later on in the episode he threatens her mother as well in order for her to do what he wants her to do in typical Klaus fashion. Stefan goes back to the Salvatore house, and that's where he finds Alaric on the ground beaten, and that's when he finds out that Damon has been kidnapped by Rebecca, and he tells everyone this. And Elena is immediately like, we have to, immediately worried and concerned about him. Stefan, on the other hand, does not give two shits about Damon and is like, well, we have to continue with the plan. We've hit the speed bump, but we are still going on with the plan to kill the originals. And Elena is looking at him like, are you kidding me? And I was literally applauding Elena. She's showing that she cares for Damon and she doesn't want him to get hurt. This is one of the reasons I don't like Stefan right now. Like, I can usually tolerate him, but this part in the episode I really despised him because it shows that revenge has taken over his thought process. He doesn't care about anyone else or who gets hurt. He just wants Klaus dead, and that is it. Now this next scene, we're in the area where Damon is being tortured. It looks like he has been fading in and out of consciousness, and we see in his vision this blurry figure, and as the figure comes closer we realize it's Elena. And Elena quickly tries to help him and to make him escape, and he is just worried. He doesn't want her to get hurt or get killed. Like, they're walking through the house and then they collapse, and feeds him her blood. And that's when I think all the Elena fans realize, oh my god, this is the first time she's willingly given him her blood. They're looking at each other and they slowly lean in. You're just like, I was seriously like crying. I was like, Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so romantic. And then it fades to black, and that's when you realize it's a fucking dream sequence, and then your heart just breaks. TBD writers, that's just horrible. That's like filling a room with candy and then compelling you not to eat it. Cock blockers, that's what they are. They are Delena cock blockers. How dare you? How, man, that's not nice. What did we ever do to you? I mean, yes, we could get a little high strung every once in a while, but really, that was just mean. So yes, the fact that that was not an actual rescue mission, it was a dream sequence brought on by Rebecca's evilness, did not sit well with me. I mean, I love Rebecca dearly, but really, bitch. I kind of expected the torturing to be a little bit more gorier. I mean, she did torture him a lot. I mean, god damn, like, ow, with his wrists and shit, and slicing and dicing him. At the same time, I kind of expected a little bit more. Not that I would be able to handle Damon being tortured, because I hate it, but at the same time, I kind of expected Rebecca to be a little bit more, I don't know, brutal. So Stefan and Matt and Elena are at the grill, and that's where Finn and Sage are. Whilst they are surveillancing Sage and Finn, Bonnie is beginning the process to break the binding curse. So Sage and Finn are drinking and talking. Then Matt slips vervain into their tequila, and of course they drink it, and then they quickly leave. They attack Finn and Sage, and as they are fighting off Sage and Finn, Bonnie is completing the binding curse. And as Finn is walking down the stairs, he is shot by a bow and arrow, like an arrow thing, and then Matt quickly takes that out and then stabs him with a white oak tree. Then Finn is killed. And did I feel remorse for Finn's death? Not particularly. I did feel kind of bad because in the scene before that, he was reconsidering killing himself. I didn't feel the amount of remorse I did when, let's say, Jenna died, or Anna died, Rose died. I was just horrified and just distraught when those three characters died. They were on the show long enough for me to connect with them and really feel and grow like a relationship with the character. Finn, on the other hand, wasn't really there enough. And since I haven't read the book, I don't know if he's in the book. He probably is. So I'm pretty sure the people who read the book know more about him than I do and were able to connect with him. In the end, I didn't feel remorse at the fact that he died. I was kind of just like, oh, he died. I did feel bad in the sense that Sage has been waiting for him for so many years, and then to finally get him back and then to have him whipped away like that. Once Bonnie finishes the binding curse, she is asked to leave by Klaus. As she's leaving, she sees that Damon is being tortured by Rebecca, and Klaus gives her the option to save Damon, but she decides not to. Strike number 103,000 million for you, Bonnie. Another reason why I hate you. Bonnie leaves, and she immediately calls Elena and tells Elena that Klaus has Damon. Elena is listening, is like, what do you mean? Klaus should be dead. And Bonnie says, no, he asked me to do a spell that unbinds them. And Stefan hears this, and he is immediately pissed off. I'm just gonna really quickly tell you my opinion on the whole Bonnie meltdown / sob fest. From what I can see on Tumblr, many people really did feel bad for Bonnie when she started crying. And I'm gonna speak the unpopular opinion. I did not feel bad for her when she started crying. You guys all know by now my opinions on Bonnie and how I feel about her. So when she started sobbing, I didn't feel bad for her. I was just kind of like, oh, she's crying again. I didn't feel any form of sympathy, remorse, or I didn't want to give her a hug while she was crying. I just honestly wanted her to shut up so I can just get on with the show. It's just hard for me to be sympathetic to a character that I truly dislike. Stefan, once he finds out that Klaus is still very much alive, he is immediately pissed off, obviously, and he just wants to go to Klaus's house and kill him. And Elena tells him, no, don't do it, that's stupid, it'll get you killed, it'll get Damon killed, and anger is not the way to do this. And Stefan's like, no, anger will get this done, I need to kill him. By this point, it's just annoying. It's like, oh my god, Stefan, shut up. So Stefan leaves, and he is quickly kicked back into the house by Sage and her buddy Troy. Stefan tries to apologize to Sage, and she's just not hearing it. Then all of a sudden, she starts coughing and choking and not being able to breathe. And she slowly starts to just wither. And then Troy tries to help her. He starts coughing up blood and starting to wither away. And then slowly they both die. And Elena and Caroline and Stefan are looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? They just collapsed and died. And Troy died within hours of Finn being killed. And they're very puzzled by this in the beginning. Then Stefan realizes, wait, it's bloodline. Finn changed Sage, and Sage changed Troy. And that's when they realize if an original dies, every vampire that they changed dies along with him or her. Basically meaning, if all the originals die, the whole entire vampire race will be extinct. Matt unknowingly started the vampire apocalypse. So they then realize that they have to basically do vampire math and figure out which original they can kill and which original they can't kill. They know that Caroline was changed by Damon's blood, and Damon and Stefan were changed by Catherine, and Catherine was changed by Rose. So I guess in the next episode, they're going to try and contact Rose and figure out who changed her and see if it was original or not. Elena then states, as long as it's Klaus, we're fine. And then that's when Caroline realizes Klaus may not have changed me or Damon or Stefan, but he did change one of us. And that's when you realize, oh my god, Tyler. If they kill Klaus, Tyler will die. I was just like, yes! They don't have to kill Klaus! Because then Tyler will die, and you can't have Tyler dying. Unless they kill Tyler first, and then they kill Klaus. But then again, why would they want to kill Tyler? Oh, I was jumping for joy. I was like, yes, Klaus does not have to die. Yay! Because I love Klaus so much. And I hope Rebecca doesn't have to die. Stefan goes to Klaus's house and gives him the white oak stakes that they have made in order to get Damon back. They took back 8 out of the 12 that they had originally, and they kept the other 3 so that they can either kill Elijah, Rebecca, Klaus, or Cole. But then Damon is compelled by Klaus. So Rebecca tells them the typical original style, if you don't give us what we want, we will kill you. So Damon is given back to Stefan, and he goes to Alaric to get back the last remaining stake that they kept. And that's when Alaric realizes that his alter ego has hidden the stake somewhere, and they have no idea where. His vampire-hating alter ego has a stake that could kill an original bloodline that could possibly be the Damon, Stefan, and Caroline bloodline. So, big holy motherfucking shit's about to go down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and please check in the description box down below for links and the comment questions as well. So I'll see you guys next time for the next review. Bye-bye!